everybody. My name is Michael Hammond. I am one of the co-founders of the Happiness Project mental health support group, which is shared by three churches here in Bell's Corners in West Ottawa: St. Martin de Porres Catholic Church, Bell's Corners United Church, and Christ Church Bell's Corners. I wanted to just record a quick message and thank everyone, first of all, for supporting us in November when we staged the Concert for Ukraine on November 5th at St. Martin's. Thanks to your generosity, you were able to help us raise $1,875 for humanitarian relief for those affected by the war in Ukraine. The reason we did that concert was because I can't think of a more extreme example of something in our lives that would affect our mental health so severely. It's a very troubling situation, to say the very least, what's going on in Ukraine. And I felt compelled to do something, however small, to ease the suffering. So thanks to you, we have made a donation to the Knights of Columbus Ukraine Solidarity Fund, which is a charity that is buying and gathering humanitarian supplies in Poland and transporting them across the border into Western Ukraine. It's a very direct way of helping those most affected by the war. So we thank you for that. One thing I wanted to mention, since we are now into late November and it's the time of year that mental health stress can be at its highest. The days are shorter. November is a notoriously cloudy month. This may be the exception, but it's can sometimes be a very dull and dreary time of year here in Ottawa. One thing I just wanted to mention, this is maybe kind of like a little mental health tip, which is based on my own experience with mental illness. I remember once talking to my brother. It was actually the first time I had mentioned to him that I was suffering from depression. This was more than 20 years ago, and it was a time when you didn't usually talk about mental health the same way we do today. And I remember how powerful it was to me that my brother, that I had obviously underestimated, told me that he couldn't imagine what it was like dealing with what I was dealing with. And there's been a few people over the years who have approached me that way and have basically really not said anything to me. And I just want to relate to you how important and how powerful it is to do nothing. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people, their knee-jerk reaction when someone says they're suffering or they're having trouble is to say, "Oh yeah, I know what you mean. This one time," or "Yeah, I know this one time I was really sad." I know that's a natural instinct for a lot of people, and it comes from a good place for a lot of us. But I wanted to caution you that when someone reaches out to you with their mental health story, saying you know what it's like, or you know how they feel, or "Yeah, this one time I was really sad," the truth is you don't know. And I don't say that to be harsh. I say that because mental illness is a highly individual condition. It's different for me, just like it's different for other people in my life that I know that have struggled with mental health at certain points. I don't know what it was like to go through what they went through. They don't know what it's like to struggle with what I've struggled with in my life. So I've mentioned this in a lot of my mental health speeches over the years. I always encourage people when they want to help someone with mental health to just be there for them. And I tell them, go one step further, just be. You don't need to say the right thing. You don't need to tell them, you know, what it's like. Sometimes the best way of showing our support for someone is to just listen. So I would encourage you at this time of year, if you're helping someone or trying to help someone, just listen to what they have to say, because sometimes all that person needs to do is to tell you what's bothering them, tell you what they're struggling from, to get it out there. Because once we talk about it, I truly believe that mental illness loses its power over us. So I would encourage you to think about that the next time you are thinking about helping someone. If you are helping someone, I congratulate you on that because it's truly a way that we can follow Christ's example by walking alongside someone, by empathizing with them, by showing sympathy and compassion, by not pitying them, and by giving them the help they need by just being. So I would encourage you to think about that. I thank you very much again for your support for our group, and I hope to share some more thoughts and ideas with you in the days to come. God bless everyone. Bye.